And if you would like to stand. What's that? Yes, exactly. Here we go. It goes like this. We're dancing in the light of God. We are 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 dancing. We are dancing. We are dancing in the light of God. We are dancing. We are dancing. We are dancing in the light of God. Then we move to the second verse. We are living in the love of God. 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 We are living. We are living. We are living in the love of God. We are living. We are living. We are living in the love of God. Here's my favorite verse coming up. Here we go. We are moving in the power of God. 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 We are moving. We are moving. We are moving in the power of God. We are moving. We are moving. We are moving in the power of God. Woo!
Good morning. My name is Bruce Crack on behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer and our Board of Trustees. I welcome you to the Sonora Desert Center of Spiritual Living. Please say it slowly. Whoever you are or wherever you are on your spiritual journey, I keep saying visions, but spiritual journey, you are truly welcome here. Here you'll be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you're meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way, and that's the way we should live our life, love in action. We express this love by learning the principles of the science of mind. You'll find our declarations on the back of the bulletin, so please join me in reading them. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. And we have a first-timer as a friend of Dennis's. His name is Michael. Is it Michael? Welcome. Welcome. Do we have anybody else that's a first time? I don't think so. Well, I saw welcome back, Regis. Yes. She snuck in. We didn't see her. I didn't see her come in. But, oh, hi. Okay. Hi.
I'm AJ.
AJ? And where are you from?
Right now I live in Green Valley.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Welcome. And, another Green Valley. And stay afterwards and have refreshments, and we'll get a chance to get you know a little better. All right? Thank you. Okay, get on with the announcements.
if you are just joining us for the first time, thank you for being here. Welcome. And the words for our Namaste song are in the first white sheet inside your program. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you. And you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. My name is Judy Robertson, for those of you who do not know me, and it's my pleasure to be the practitioner this morning at the Senor and Desert Center. The practitioners are the healing arm of the center. If you have anything causing you any kind of a difficulty, you're welcome to fill out a prayer card. They're on the table. Put it in the box, and we will pray for you this week. Before the invocation, I'm going to refresh your mind and to inform some of you who do not know. What is a practitioner? Why and when would I ever use one? A practitioner is a person who is trained and licensed to perform spiritual mind treatments. A practitioner never gives advice. Through treatment work, a practitioner facilitates mental and spiritual healing only. We know that all healing is done in consciousness and is reflected in the physical and in the body of one's affairs. A practitioner and the person for whom they are treating are both one in the mind of God. The treatment requires the practitioner to know the truth within themselves. When we know the truth within ourselves, we know the truth for everyone. We're all one in mind. The services of a licensed practitioner are especially helpful when an individual is too involved, entangled, or close to a problem to understand the spiritual truth in this situation. Now I'm going to light this candle. This represents the light that we shine out into the world. And get comfortable, close your eyes if you wish, while I do the invocation. And this is from the Science of Mind textbook. It's entitled, Free from Sensitiveness. My feelings cannot be hurt. No one ever wishes to harm me. There is nothing in me that can ever believe in my separation from the all-good. I perceive I am free from all people. I can never be harmed or mistreated. I have a perfect sense of unity with all people. My circle is complete and it is perfect. I love my friends and they love me. Love is of God, and it can never be marred nor hindered. I am filled with joy, and I am filled with love forever. And let us affirm that now as we say together, and so it is. My talk today is one that I have written, and I've entitled it, Divine Energy. Divine energy, it's always available for us. It is a calm, loving energy that is in the universe. We are always surrounded by it. The chaos in this world needs to be blocked out. You have to replace it with peaceful, loving thoughts. Now you'll be able to feel it. It's so very easy for us to become tangled up in the busyness of this world. Each and every day we are being bombarded with so many negative things. We have to learn to look past this, find the spiritual truth in each and every situation. You may say, this is not easy to do. Well, surely it is not. But what could be more important to you than living a life of love, peace, and joy? Keep practicing. You will feel much better as you start making progress. Now, I want you to be very careful about what you say and what you think. Believe it or not, you are the creator of your situations, and you're bringing into your life with your words and your thoughts. So try not to be negative, because what you send out is going to return right back to you. Everything in the universe travels in circles, and it returns to the sender. None of us have the big picture. We only have little pieces of the puzzle. So this is where your faith comes in. Because when you believe without any doubt, all things are possible. The loving energy of the universe, it's there. It's waiting for you. Just claim it and know this is true. Namaste. Thank you. Now I'll take this candle as I hold the high watch. Thank you.
I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I'm not the mistakes that I have made, any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 All light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. And I believe that you are light. And we are all light. Yes, we are. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. I am light. Thank you. Namaste.
Since our theme this month is We Are the Light, I figured that's a perfect song, and I had it in my mind that she'd play it, so that's how that's how we make a demonstration. Good morning.
Good morning.
And like I said, we are the light. And Jesus said that. Jesus told us that we are the light of the world. He said, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. And neither do we light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick so that it gives light to all that are in the house. So he is asking us to let our light so shine that everyone may see our good works, and from that inner light, we will be proclaiming the glory of God for all to see. And you know, when you think about that, that seems like a pretty tall order. But if we truly think about it, perhaps this is our one and only life purpose. You know, that each of us expresses, good morning, welcome, welcome, that each of us expresses our light in our own unique and wonderful way. And if we think about it, light has been used as a metaphor for this thing we call God's love. Rumi says the heart is nothing but the sea of light, the place of the vision of God. St. Augustine says, and I beheld the light above the eye of my soul, above my mind. The light unchangeable. He that knows the truth knows what that light is, and he that knows it knows eternity. And our own founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, says, oh, thank you, sweetheart. I forgot my water bottle over there. And our own founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, says, there is a light that permeates the world, but we have not sensed it. We need, in the silence of our own contemplation, to take time to feel that light and to see it. We have to hitch our earthly wagon to a spiritual star, because if we do not, we are going to hitch it to a make-believe life, something that has no light at all. The only light there is the light eternal. And of course, you know, we see in the artwork of the saints and mystics throughout the ages that they're portrayed with an aura of light around them. And that's that mystical spiritual light that everybody is talking about here. And I've chosen to go along with this, I've chosen for the topic today is discovering fire for the second time, because light and fire are both used almost interchangeably in various spiritual works. And I borrowed it actually from philosopher and Jesuit priest Teilhard de Chardin. The day will come when, after harnessing space, the winds, the tides, gravitation, we shall harness for God the energies of love. And on that day, for the second time in the history of the world, humankind will have discovered fire. I just love him. He's so much like us in his belief, but he has such a poetic way of putting everything. So we use both light and fire to define the divinity within each of us. Andrew Harvey, in the Mystic Vision, says, when at last we enter the fire of the authentic mystic experience, we enter into the ultimate alchemical process. Excuse me. And in that fire of vision and divine love, we transmute all that is dark and unconscious in us into love, and all that is wounded and negative in us into a sacred passion of creative service in all the different ways that we may be called to express it. And another mystic that I love very much, Matilda of Magdeburg, she writes, wouldst thou know my meaning, lie down in the fire. See and taste the flowing Godhead through thy being. Feel the Holy Spirit moving and compelling thee within the flowing fire and light of God. And again, our Dr. Holmes says, love is the central flame of the universe, nay, the very fire itself. So those two words, I've been playing around with them this week just because when I read these, it touched me. The whole idea of fire and light being part of being who I am, who you are, as the expression of God. Chardin believes that evolution is an ascent toward higher consciousness. And so you and I as human beings, we have the ability to think, to articulate, we have the ability to participate consciously in this cosmic evolution. We are consciousness in form, and we are evolving into ever higher states of consciousness. Chardin believed that this evolution will eventually lead us to a unification with all life, and a love that is born from the consciousness of that unity. And he felt that we were being pulled toward what he called the omega point, the highest pole of supreme consciousness and of supreme love. He says it's not in our heads or bodies which we must bring together, but our hearts. Humanity is building its composite brain beneath our eyes. May it not be that tomorrow, through the logical and biological deepening of the moving, drawing it together, it will find its heart, without which the ultimate wholeness of its power of unification can never be achieved. You know, our organization, Centers for Spiritual Living, we developed what we called the Global Heart Vision. And it's a vision for all Science of Mind centers. And in short, it's called a world that works for everyone, where poverty, hunger, homelessness, disenfranchisement, and war no longer prevail, where forgiveness, compassion, nonviolence, respect, appreciation of beauty, and the generous sharing of resources are the norm. Not too bad a vision, is it, when you stop and think of it? And I believe that a vision like this, if it's ever fulfilled, and I believe it will be the next discovery of fire. This is what Chardin is talking about. And this planetary shift in consciousness, it begins with each and every one of us, in our own hearts and our own minds. We'll never change the world by focusing on its problems and trying to solve them at the level of the problem. We all know that, and yet we do it every single day. At least I do. If you won't cop to it, I will. I do. I find myself, oh my God, I'm trying to fix the problem. I'm trying to fix the problem. But as we change ourselves from the inside out, we create and hold a higher vision for both ourselves and for the world. And this vision naturally and effortlessly draws from the infinite sea of possibilities to flesh out that which is first formed in mind and heart. And I believe this is our starting point. I believe truthfully, most humans have spent way too much time putting ourselves down for our flaws and our failures, criticizing ourselves for whatever shortcomings we have determined we have, buying into the notion given to us by others or ourselves that we are not good enough. None of this serves us or the higher purpose we have been put on this planet to discover. We have held ourselves hostages to these old ideas far too long. All of the mystics and all of the ancient wisdom tell us that we are sourced from a divine intelligence. It not only birthed us, but it created us out of itself and from its attributes of love, truth, beauty, harmony, and peace. It knew what it was doing when it brought us into the world, and in our innermost being, we know the truth of who we are. We are this divine intelligence expressed uniquely and wonderfully as each one of us. So it's time we stop beating ourselves with sticks and claim our magnificence. And this isn't ego, this is our rightful heritage. To claim our magnificence means that we stand in awe of the life we are and knowing that it is part of the one and only life that there is. It means that we love ourselves completely and wholly, knowing that we are truly spirit clothed in form. It means that we give up our littleness to the majesty of this God, this divine intelligence that we are, knowing that the attributes we ascribe to God are the attributes within our own heart, soul, and mind. And as we learn to love ourselves as God loves us, we take on a new vitality and a new vision. For the magnificence we claim for ourselves, we can claim for others and for all of life. And we begin to see ourselves, our life, and the life around us as one continuous whole. Ramakrishna says, when you are intoxicated with divine love, you see God in all beings. And I know that life changes. I had a rabbi friend of mine in Florida, and he used to say that when he took time to meditate and pray, that the grass was greener and the sky was bluer. And I think that that's really a truth, that when we do our spiritual practices and come from that place of great expectation, of just pure love, then we see the whole world differently. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer, more people smile at the grocery store. I mean, all these things happen because of what we are doing in our heart and mind. And it's from this consciousness that we embrace and participate in a global heart. Dr. Holmes says, those who bear witness in consciousness do not need to retire from life. The great person is one who, in the midst of the crowd, can keep with perfect simplicity the independence of his solitude. It's not in the mountain or the temple in Jerusalem. It is in our own heart, our own mind, our own consciousness, our own being, where we live 24 hours a day, that the eternal share of the infinite comes to us, because every person is some part of the essence of God, not as a fragment, but as a totality. You know, we all have passions and interests in which we participate to make our world a better place. Susan and Kathy's love of animals is expressed through their participation in Paws Patrol. John's love of human services led him to change careers at age 60, from sales and management to working with seriously mentally ill. You know, every week our Love in Action team is headed by Susan, and there are people every week that come in early, stay late, volunteering their time to help our Sunday celebrations run smoothly. And Bruce and Wanda are vital to our center. You know, I want you to know that they do so much more than pass out bulletins. Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that. I saw a whole bunch of bricks that were fixed this past week. Thank you, Bruce. And Wanda's always there when we need her, so for everything. So we are so blessed and lucky to have these people in our congregation, in our family, doing the things that we need to have done to run smoothly. And each one of us are all participating on some level to the betterment of our community, our environment, our world. As a matter of fact, next week, I think it's Saturday, they are doing a groundbreaking for the Amado Youth Center at the K-Stupi Park. So it's taken us 8 years, but we did it. You know? And with all the skyrocketing increases, I mean, we started out able to buy and build for $500,000. Now it's over $1 million. And yet we've been able to come up with it from people like us and other churches and other people in the community. So I can't wait to see that become a reality. It's been a long time and it's coming. Where was I? There's a power in what we do when our participation in the world of events is undergirded by our sense of oneness with all life and a deep love of ourselves and a deep love of others. There's a joy that draws into our circle and creates a shared experience that is greater than simply doing good works. There's a transformation of individuals and of the group as a whole. Somebody was talking about, Bruce was talking about the men's group meeting last Saturday. And I want to tell you, we got a call last week from a gentleman who had been to our church, visited our church, and he came to a men's group meeting while he was in town. And he called because he wants somebody to help him set up a men's group at his own center, just like we have. And I told John, I said, I don't think that you can replicate this. You know, I think that it really came from the vision of a few people who did not, as Bruce said, want a group that just talked about sports or computers or women, but wanted something that would allow them to be safe and vulnerable. And that's what we've created. And I don't know of a single other men's group that has what we have. So I think that has to come from inside out. You can't, there's no rules that you can set one up and have it work the way we work. So anyhow, we are going to talk to him, so tell him that, I guess. In Jewish tradition, a tzaddik is a teacher who helps others kindle the souls of his disciples, and they surround him and light his life with the flame he has kindled. And there's a story of the great tzaddik Baal Shem. Once at the close of the Day of Atonement, the Baal Shem is greatly troubled because the moon cannot pierce the clouds, and so he cannot say the blessing of the new moon, which in this very hour, an hour when Israel is threatened with grave danger, was to have a particularly beneficial effect. In vain, he strains his soul to alter the state of the sky. Then his students, who know nothing of all this, begin to dance, just as every year at this time in joyful elation at the service performed by their teacher. First, they dance in the outer room of Baal Shem's house, but in their elation, they enter his main house and they dance around him. And at last, at the peak of ecstasy, they beg him to join the dance and they draw him into the circle. And then the moon breaks through the heavy clouds and shines out, a marvel of flawless light. The joy of the students has brought about what the soul of the tzaddik, straining to the utmost of his power, was not able to effect. Love is a lot more powerful than strain. So when we see our participation in an organization or a worthy cause as more than just volunteering our time, but as a loving expression of ourselves, we ignite others to join us. And from the shared joy, the cause or the organization expands to its fullest creativity. We find that we do not have to do all the work ourselves. We simply, through our love, kindle inspiration in others. Ernest Holmes says, it would be wonderful indeed if a group of persons should arrive on earth who were for something and against nothing. This would be the summum bonum of human organization. Summum bonum means the highest good of all, the singular and most ultimate end which human beings ought to pursue. So our participation in anything must come from this highest state of consciousness. We're not out to prove that we're right and others are wrong. We are here in whatever way to contribute to the highest good of all, to share our love and our joy, and to open our hearts and our arms to whomever wishes to join us. I want to, just before, in closing, I think, I just want to read a few of the of what the global heart has. And I think that we can take these things and embody them in our own unique way. We don't have to do it like everybody else. It's the way that we can do it. But part of this is we envision the emergence of the global heart to balance and guide the further evolution of humanity. We see a world free of homelessness, violence, war, hunger, separation, and disenfranchisement. We see a world in which there is generous and continuous sharing of heart and resources. We envision a world in which forgiveness, whether for errors, injustices, or debts, is the norm. We see a world which has renewed its emphasis on beauty, nature, and love through a resurgence of creativity, art, and aesthetics. We see a world in which fellowship prospers and connects through the guidance of spiritual wisdom and experience. We envision a world in which we live and grow as one human family. We see our spiritual community as a global community of people pervasively caring for and about each other and the entire human family, thereby bringing the gift of active compassion to the world. So these ideals and the ideals of Chardin will probably not be accomplished in our lifetime. But you and I can be the avant-garde. You know, we can be the way shores. We can be that light that others can follow. Because I believe that this teaching is the most amazing teaching in the world, because it does allow us to see God working through us as us, with no sense of ego, with no sense of being wrong, with no sense of being less than. This is what we teach, that this is God in action through each and every one of us. So you and I can hold that personal vision of a world that works for everyone and participate in our little corner of that world with that vision at the forefront of our mind. No one will reward us for what we do, nor should they. The blessings we receive are the reward. And the day will come when, after harnessing space, the winds, the tides, gravitation, the energies of love will be harnessed, and for the second time in the history of the world, humankind will have discovered fire. Thank you. Namaste.
So I'll sing it for you, and then we can stand and sing it together if you'd like. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and and I shine so bright. Yeah? How does that feel for everybody, or should we take it down a little lower? Lower. Everybody goes, lower, lower. Okay, let's do it. How about that? I am a light. Okay, now I hear more voices. Stand on up. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light in this world. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And you are the light, you are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. Turn to your neighbor and say it. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And we are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. Oh, beautiful, guys. No, you get the round of applause. Fabulous.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I love it when people giggle.
We're just following you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's time for our offering. This is a chance to put that law of divine circulation in process, and it is a chance to help our center help other people. As I say, that a lot of that money that's for the opening of the center of Amado, has to do with the money that you put in. Basically, maybe for those of you who don't know, we tithe 10% of our Sunday offering. We put some of it to home office, but then the rest of it we use for the community. And we've done a lot to Ukraine this year, a lot to the Animal League, and a lot to the Amado Center. So that's what we do. That's what we do, because we believe if we give it out, it comes back to us multiplied. Exactly. So let's say the offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is.
Peace, infinite peace, is at the center of my being. Peace, infinite peace, is at the center of my being. Peace, 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 infinite peace, peace, infinite peace is at the center, is at the center of my being. And peace, infinite peace, peace, infinite peace is at the center, is at the center of my being. Peace, peace, infinite peace, 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 infinite peace.
Thank you. So thank you again for your generosity and love of the center and the way that you show up in so many different ways, including financially. So thanks so much. And let's just close this portion out in prayer, and then please join us for refreshments and a chance to get some new people, a chance to know you a little bit better, okay? I know that there is one mind. It is the mind of God, and it's the mind that we use. There is one life. It is the life of God that is animated through each and every one of us. There is the love of God that is the love that shines through as we know that there is only one. I give thanks for the opportunity to speak my word for all those who are experiencing any kind of a challenge, and to know that right where that challenge is the power of God. And so we focus on solution and demonstration and turn from the problem. I know that we are blessed beyond measure through our spiritual family here, through our classes, through our spiritual circle, through our men's club, through all the things that we do. And I just simply give thanks to be a part of it all. As we release these words into that law of mind to do its perfect work, and we anchor it by saying, and so it is. Thank you. And may we stand and form a circle and sing stand.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are living a new world now. So let there